Hello YouTube, my name is Joseph. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back and thank you so much for tuning in to the POPSICLE KNIGHT channel. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already for more contents like these. In today's video, I will be showing you, in my opinion, the best Charizard VMAX deck build out there. This deck has a huge coverage over type advantage, and this deck can easily face off against top tier decks. Again, this deck is centered on Charizard VMAX. So we have a 2 Charizard V and 2 Charizard VMAX line in this deck. Charizard VMAX has 330 HP. It has 2 attacks. The first one is Claw Slash, deals 100 base damage, 3 colorless energy. But we will focus on its attack, G-Max Wildfire, which deals 300 damage. However, you have to discard 2 energies after you attack. But that's okay. To deal with the energy cost, we have Coalossal to help out with its ability Tar Generator. As long as you have an energy in your discard pile, you can attach 1 fire and 1 fighting energy to any of your Pokemon, any way you like. So you can use this to recycle back those 2 energies that Charizard VMAX discarded, and then you can put it back with this ability. And you can continue attacking with the G-Max Wildfire. So you can deal practically 300 damage every turn with this setup. So in this deck, we have a 2-1-2 line of Coalossal. It's important to get Rolycoly in your bench on your first turn if possible, so that it'll be ready to evolve in your next turn. Also, it's important to know that you will need those basic energies on your discard pile right away. So to discard the basic energies, we have a few cards to help out with that. We have Quick Ball. You need to discard a card from your hand to use this anyways. So while you search your deck for a basic Pokemon, why not discard a basic energy to use this as well? And then we have Giant Hearth. So you can discard 1 energy or any card from your hand, and then you can draw up to 2 energy cards. So with a discard, you can discard a basic energy using that. And then we also have Viridian Forest. It does almost the same thing as Giant Hearth, but this one you can search for an energy other than fire. We also have the Dedenne GX in this deck with its Dedenne Change ability. You can discard your hand and then draw 6 cards after you play this onto your bench. That can help out with the discard of the energies as well. The same thing with Professor's Research. You discard your hand and draw 7 cards. So while we use these for consistency, we can also draw a lot of cards and then discard energies as well. We also have Aurora Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides every type of energy, but provides only 1 energy at a time. But to use this, you have to discard a card from your hand, and so you can use this Aurora Energy and at the same time discard basic energy from your hand. So with all these put together, we can discard at least 1 fighting and 1 fire energy early on from the start of the game. So keep that in mind. We have to work on getting at least 1 fighting and 1 fire energy onto our discard pile. All we have to do now is evolve Rolycoly into Coalossal as quickly as possible. That's why we have Skyla in this deck, so that we can search out rare candies and Evo Incense. And also we have Jirachi with its ability Stellar Wish. We can search out the trainer cards that we need right away. So ideally we want Jirachi on our active on the first turn as much as possible. So get Rolycoly on your bench your first turn, then working on evolving it to Coalossal, up to Coalossal on your second and succeeding turns. And then we have to get as much of our main attackers onto our bench. So depending on your matchup, you'll want to get these set up as early as possible. So our main attackers will be Charizard V and VMAX, and then we have a Rhyperior V as well as Sirfetch'd line. Again, this deck is built to stand against almost all of the top tier and of different typing decks. We already have an upper hand against lightning and grass type decks, and against water type you'll want to focus on Rhyperior, Galarian Sirfetch'd, and even Coalossal. just be careful not to put Charizard V or VMAX defenseless on your bench, or don't even put them out unless you really need to. I like Galarian Sirfetch'd on this deck because between him and Rhyperior V, you can one-hit KO Eternatus VMAX. And Sirfetch'd gives up only one prize card, so it's a cheap alternative against dark decks. It doesn't matter if you go first or second in this deck. I prefer to go first against Eternatus and most opponents, but against other fire decks I usually go second so that I'll have the upper hand of getting the first attack as much as possible. And also, it takes advantage of Volcanion's Flare starter attack. Instead of one fire energy, if you go on your first turn going second, you can actually search your deck for up to 3 fire energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. So this is a really good way to expedite attaching energy cards to your other Pokemon such as Rhyperior V or Charizard V. So let's take a look at the entirety of this deck. We have a 1-1 line of Galarian Sirfetch'd. We have Rhyperior V. Rhyperior V is also very useful, especially with its attack drill run. You can discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, so it's a really nice way to disrupt your opponent's active from being able to attack. And also, its attack heavy rock artillery that deals 210 damage. 2-1-2 line of Coalossal. 2-2 line of Charizard VMAX. 2 Volcanions. 1 Dedenne GX. 2 Jirachis. 1 Mew with this one to protect our bench Pokemon from damage. So with its ability Bench Barrier. We have 2 Evolution Incense, 2 Quick Balls, 2 Rare Candies, 2 Switch, 1 Giant Hearth, 1 Viridian Forest, 3 Bird Keepers. Especially a lot of our Pokemon has 4 retreat cost. Bird Keeper will help us to get them out of the active if we need to, if they're not set up yet. And at the same time, we can draw 3 cards with this one. We have 1 Boss's Order, 2 Marnies, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Skylas, 2 Welders, and I also added Big Parasol here. It prevents effects of attacks, and not only to your active but also to your benched Pokemon. So this is a nice addition, so we have a little bit of protection with that. Stealthy Hood is also in this deck. It prevents all effects of your opponent's ability done to the Pokemon this card is attached to. So a nice addition again, just so we have a little bit of protection from some of those things. We have 2 Aurora Energies, and we also have 2 Capture Energies, which helps us to get basic Pokemons onto our bench early on in the game. And we have 5 Fighting Energy and 9 Fire Energy. And that's a look at my Charizard VMAX build. This is a very powerful build, very consistent. And if you like this build by Popsicle Knight, please spread the word and share this video. And now let's take a look at some gameplay. Alright, we're going first. Jirachi. Not bad, not bad. See who we're facing off against. Alright, it's a fire deck, it seems. Let's get set up. We're gonna get Rolycoly as usual. It's a fire deck. This one's pretty straightforward. We can use Big Parasol actually. Jirachi is weak against that's Stellar Wish. We have Marnie already? Yeah, we do. So let's just get Evolution Incense. And then we could stop that burn. Even the burn from Cinderace VMAX. So here, let's just use Quick Ball. Get rid of the Aurora Energy. Do we want to discard all of that? I don't want to. I think I'm just gonna get Charizard for the meantime. 20. Yeah. So unless they have a welder, our Jirachi will be gone. Or we can Marnie after that. Get more cards into our hands. Or they could do it for us. Well, we know that they don't have a welder now. They can't use welder because they already used the support. We have a Coalossal. There, our opponent's getting a boss's order, so they can switch out with that. No. Alright, so what do we got here? Well, we got Evolution Incense. Can we get a candy? No, we don't get anything. I'm afraid to switch Bird Keeper. You know what? He's only gonna be hitting for 100 right now because he doesn't have... Before I evolve him, I'll use Bird Keeper to switch Charizard into the active. Good, because we have Bird Keeper anyways. So now I'm comfortable evolving Coalossal. And we can... let's evolve this guy. So we have survivability to the max. We'll put one fighting. We can use a welder in our next turn possibly instead of Bird Keeper. So let's see how it goes. What we don't want to do is damage this Houndoom V and then it retreats, allowing the other Houndoom to do 200 damage every turn. Okay, so our opponent Marnies again. We still have a Coalossal, which is really good, and we have a Professor's Research, which makes it actually an excellent thing. That will put a fire energy on our discard. We can use the Coalossal. So even if they use that welder, it's not gonna increase Houndoom's damage output. Yeah, so we're gonna settle with that. It's they're provoking basically is what they're doing. So let's put Farfetch'd into the bench. Can be very useful. We'll evolve into Coalossal. We will use Professor's Research, discarding that fire energy. We get another one. We get another Charizard V, which is I don't mind. And we got Sirfetch'd to evolve. We can put a fire energy on... We can put a fire energy on Charizard right now. And what we're gonna do actually is use Jirachi to switch out. And ooh, very nice selection. Do we want? Yeah, we want. Wait. VMAX Cinderace has 320 HP, so we won't be able to one-hit KO. So let's focus on Houndoom for now. I think what I'm gonna do is just use a welder. Yeah, we'll use a welder. Use the forest. Get rid of one Skyla. Get one fire energy. And we'll be all set in the next turn. One fire, then two. We can hit for 300 in the next turn. So that's the thing with the Houndoom V. This is very powerful actually, but it requires another fire Pokemon in their bench to have damage before it does any serious thing. So they're getting their Milotic V ready, because can definitely one-hit KO our Charizard VMAX, especially it already has 40 damage. What we should have done is get the boss's order and get rid of that one. So what's the best option? Shall we risk it? Shall we? Okay, we have one there. Ooh, Coalossal's the only one. I don't have another. Our other Charizard VMAX is... Other Charizard VMAX is priced, so I think let's just welder to Charizard V. Aqua Impact does 50 damage for each retreat cost. 5, 10, 15, 16, yeah. So that's gonna... knock us out. Let's do Capture Energy. I want to get, I actually want to get this guy. Rhyperior. Yeah. So, we'll be okay for the meantime. Let's just do G-Max Wildfire. Our Charizard VMAX gonna get knocked out for sure. Okay, they still have to look for their water energy though, or an Aurora energy for this Milotic V. They could always switch out this Houndoom V. They have a welder fire energy on it or something, attach a water energy on Milotic V. Okay, that's not their plan because they are charging Cinderace VMAX instead. Survivability for Cinderace VMAX requires probably 2 attacks from us because this deck that I have doesn't it doesn't accommodate for extra damage other than the 300. So what we're gonna do so that our opponent will not get a 3 price card, we're actually gonna switch into Sirfetch'd, get 180 damage. Ooh, but they already had attached an energy. Oh, there it is. Max Fireball, 190 damage, 230. All right. So we're still safe. We're still safe. So what we're gonna do is switch into Sirfetch'd. I'm thinking. Switch into Sirfetch'd, get that damage in, and then what we're gonna do is finish it off with Rhyperior V if it's possible. So let's just see what happens, okay? Let's switch in Sirfetch'd. Effects, burn effect. We can actually put that on Rhyperior V because that's gonna take care of Milotic. Let's put a fire energy on Sirfetch'd. Use Carkol to use these 2 energy. Sirfetch'd will be knocked out if our opponent decides to. I don't want to use the DNA right now. Do we need anything? We don't need anything right now, so I'm not gonna risk discarding all of that for nothing. So let's just do Meteor Assault. 180 damage on the Cinderace VMAX. So that'll soften it up. Pokemon Center Lady. Doesn't matter. Because once our VMAX, once our Charizard VMAX gets into the active, it'll finish it off. Yeah, so 3 for 3. I don't mind that. Let's do that. 3 for 3. And then Rhyperior will finish off Milotic. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this big parasol should work against that Aqua Impact. Because that's an effect of the attack. It does 50 more damage for each retreat. But we'll see. We'll find out. So I'm gonna put a fire energy on this. Well, we can actually one-hit KO Milotic V in our next turn. So we're good. We're good with that. So let's just do that. Tar Generator into our Charizard VMAX. And we're just gonna knock out the Cinderace. Discard the 2 energies. Get 3 prize cards. So we're ahead. We're ahead in prize cards. We just need 1, and we have another Charizard VMAX ready to go. 210. Yeah, we can knock this out with our Rhyperior V. 1 hit. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We have Viridian Forest. Oh, we just get an extra energy. It doesn't matter. And all right, they get 3 prize cards, so we're still ahead. And they don't have anything to protect or decrease damage, so Rhyperior V will take care of this one. 1 fire energy, Tar Generator. That'll fulfill the fighting energy on Rhyperior. And Heavy Rock Artillery, 210. That will win us the game. Nice. Destroy that. Heads. You lost. Okay. Okay, we go first. Mew. Oh, Mew. Why of all people? I mean, why of all Pokemon? Why does it have to be Mew? That's alright. We can Quick Ball for a Coalossal or a char-coal. Then we can use Bird Keeper. Oh, cool. We have a Volcanion. But we went first anyways, so let's Quick Ball. Get rid of 1 fighting energy, and then we're gonna get a Rolycoly. That's what it is. And then we're gonna attach an energy on Mew, so it's all set up to just retreat if it needs to. Should be good. Ooh, okay. So our opponent is playing a Decidueye deck. So Volcanion's gonna be our star in this matchup. Yep. Perhaps our opponent here realized that. So Decidueye damages for 90 and then 2 on the bench. So Mew is actually going to be helpful in this matchup as well. So we're going to focus on Volcanion. We have another Volcanion in the deck, hopefully. And we also have Sirfetch'd, Galarian Sirfetch'd, which will really help. Hits for 180 damage, and it's not weak against grass types, so we have a good thing going with this deck. Turffield Stadium. Yeah, so let's see. All right. We need Mew. We need Mew. Let's use Rare Candy and just get Coalossal going here. And we'll switch, we'll use Bird Keeper to switch into Volcanion. Okay. We actually need that fire. So let's just retreat, discarding it. We'll put a energy on Coalossal. Tar Generator Fire on Volcanion. And then we can Fire Start on Volcanion. So we can start attacking. Yeah, and then we could Professor's Research in our next turn. If they Marnie us, that's fine. I actually appreciate that. But at least we'll have a lot of Pokemon in our bench and more items and support in our following turn. So that's gonna be our next move. So they're getting ready to... oh, they have a Rare Candy. So they can switch out this Jirachi and start attacking. But we'll be ready. We'll be ready. Okay, so they're not ready to attack. It's either they don't have any energy. Let's see, fire. So let's just do Professor's Research. We can discard one of the fire energy there. We get another one, which is really sweet. So yeah, we can start. Let's start generator. Yeah, that's fine. We can use Skyla to get more fire energy. At least we can high heat blast this Jirachi, getting 1 energy. We have a VMAX. So it doesn't matter if they present a Decidueye, it's gonna hit for 90. And it's not, our Volcanion still gonna be alive. If they do switch out our Coalossal, then we're doomed. But other than that, we should be fine. Okay, they're gonna Marnie. Yeah, that's fine for us. We don't really have anything relevant in our hand right now. Okay, we get a Bird Keeper, which is good. Evolution Incense, don't really need right now. So they can see that. Oh, they put a damage on Coalossal. Interesting. Okay. Let's see how many net. Oh, they used 3 nets already, so they probably have 1 more, maybe. Okay, that's all they do. We have 2 Evo Incense. Again, we'll survive. We should be able to survive this next one. Here, let's switch into Mew, and then we can just retreat. Okay, good. See, that was a good decision. We'll use a fire to retreat. And then high heat blast to get another prize card. Yeah, so they can hit us for 1 more. 9, 10, 11. So Volcanions should still be alive even if they have another Zigzagoon. Hospitality. Okay. Ooh. Resistance. So we'll be hitting for 100, what's that, 100 something. Okay, so this is the important part. We need to get Sirfetch'd on our bench now. We don't want it hitting for weakness, so let's let's do Marnie. Put everything in the bottom of the deck. We get new set. We get a Dedenne. Let's put Stealthy Hood and Coalossal just to protect from any more Dedennes or any more Zigzagoons. Maybe we'll put Big Parasol on. Well, there's nothing that affects our Pokemon right now, so let's just do Dedenne and get Sirfetch'd ready. It's gonna be tough because a lot of my. Get rid of Capture Energy. Okay, we have the Evo for it. All right, and we got a Volcanion. We should actually stick with Volcanion, which is good. Yeah, let's just stick with Volcanion because it's available right now. And then let's evolve into Charizard VMAX. Could use that to take care of the other Pokemon. How many? 170? 170. Wow. We need Mew. Okay. Alright, so with Decidueye, we can't damage it, but we can affect it. So that's the thing. So let's just hit it for 110 damage, I guess. And you know what? Let's put this here. Put energy on Dedenne. High Heat Blast. We're gonna get knocked out. We have a replacement. We'll put Jirachi in the active. We'll put Volcanion in the bench. Then we can use the Viridian Forest. Ooh. That's fine. We can knock it out with Volcanion in the next one. So he'll be working 20 with a Splitting Arrow every turn, which is okay. We can survive multiple attacks with that, so that's fine. We don't really mind. Okay, that's good for us. Let's replace that with the Viridian Forest. Replace that with the Fire. And we'll put one on Volcanion, so it's going to be ready in the next turn. We'll knock out this one with the High Heat Blast, so that we can get another Bird Keeper. So unless they have a weakness guard on this one, that one's going to get knocked out as well. And then we have another Sirfetch'd line, which is gonna help us to knock out another Decidueye. So far, we knocked out 2 Decidueye. Not sure if they have a 4 Decidueye line here, but if they only have 3, that should no, they're setting up another one, so that should be 4. Yeah, so unless they have another weakness guard, it's fine. And I'm not too worried about the Obstagoon, especially we have Charizard VMAX. We can tank a lot of attacks and be able to knock it out. Yeah, 20 damage, not bad. Okay. So right now we have 1 fighting and 1 fire energy. Just okay. It's alright with me. Let's do Marnie. I think Marnie is the best option we have. Okay, good. Yes. Well, put one fire on Charizard VMAX. We'll put Tar Generator, one fighting and one. So fire goes to Volcanion, and then the fighting on Charizard VMAX. And then High Heat Blast. Yep. One prize card, another Fire Energy, very good. And that sets up our Charizard VMAX for our next turn. So whether or not they have another Decidueye, Volcanion will survive its attack with 90 unless our opponent has another Zigzagoon, which doesn't really matter. All he can do is do a Zigzagoon. That was only to protect from chip damage from Zigzagoon. So we're looking good so far. Boss's order, but we have a switch, so we don't really care. Our Coalossal could get knocked out with Decidueye. That's another thing. So what we're gonna do? Oh no! Okay. Alright. Sure. So what we could do is just knock out this Jirachi. And so we have one more prize card to go. Yeah. It's interesting to play against because, again, Decidueye is immune against V or GX, so makes it a little tougher to kind of switch out your Pokemon here and there. So you can get a nice hit on some of these, but I think we're good. Just gotta watch out for this splitting arrow. That could cause a big problem at some point. Let's see what we got. We got a Capture Energy. Let's put it on Charizard VMAX so it's ready. Let's get Farfetch'd, and we're just gonna do a switch so that Volcanion can get a hit on this, even though okay, there's one fire. Yeah, should be fine. So Farfetch'd is ready to go. We'll do High Heat Blast, and that'll reduce its HP to 60. Coalossal can actually finish it off regardless, so whatever they do, it's that's it. If they retreat out their Decidueye, it's fine. Okay, they do a Marnie. Okay, that's actually a lot helpful for us. If they knock out our Volcanion, we'll just put a Fighting Energy on Farfetch'd, use Professor's Research to get Sirfetch'd, knocking out that Decidueye, or even just put Coalossal in the active and knock it out. Yeah. That's it. Ooh, well, we need one more prize. Okay. Okay. Charizard has a lot of HP, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Alright, that's game. That is game. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around anymore. Just put this here. Let's do Professor's Research. Maybe we'll get... Yeah, that's game. Either way, I would have won. Evolution, since it's right there, we can evolve into Sirfetch'd and knock it out either way. So that's my Charizard VMAX Coalossal deck. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more contents like these. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.